Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to our shop. Hopefully you enjoy what we're doing here, and maybe along the way we can all learn stuff as we go through and try to rebuild some classic cars, and we all have a little bit of fun on the way. Hope you enjoy. What I'm concentrating on today is I got rid of the weld or the lead that was in here, and then this has got rust encapsulator from Eastwood on there. Did find some rust holes down in here. Got them all cleaned out. I've made this piece here. It's going to fit there. And then there was just way too many angles to try to weld to. So this is going to come up in here. I'll probably end up cutting this off here once I get this all kind of tacked in and into place. And then I may even bring one in here. But I haven't decided. I'm not really sure that's important. That's not a weld. That's not. This is just where the lead was, but your fender is going to fit over this anyway. And then the same thing on this side. This side did not have any rust in it. And what really got me looking into this is that every time I find lead, I find rust. And if you look at this real close, you can see this was not rusted through, but it sure etched that metal part in. And I could take and use filler and fill that all in with like fiberglass, but that's a lot of fiberglass. So my thoughts on it are going to be to do the same thing that I'm doing over there, and just kind of hook in and come around and bring this out with a piece of metal and then smooth it in. I know I had one of the guys watching my channel kind of brought me on to that idea, and after he said it, it was like, holy cow, yeah, you're right. That would be a lot easier way to fix stuff like that. So um, anyway, that's kind of what I'm working on today. I think I'm going to start changing things up a little bit because so much of the time is spent on just sanding and trying to get everything leveled. And it's really hard to make videos on doing that. I mean, nobody doesn't want to sit there and watch a video of me and Dad sanding all day long or whatever. But so I may uh, start working into videos where I just kind of do walkarounds and show what's been done and what's getting done. Let me know what your thoughts on that are. Uh, and obviously, we've got more to do, other cars to do. Once this goes to Dad's, and I'll start working on a 57, and I'll start doing a lot of the metal fabbing for that. And but anyway, yeah, just give me your thoughts on how I should address that, because I'm not really sure. Also, I got to get the rest of this stuff all taken apart. I did find out that I do have one of my wiper pivots that are frozen, and I was trying to work on getting that loosened up, and it ended up breaking on me. So that's always a good thing. I do not have any of these wiper pivots, so luckily there's time of year where swap meets and stuff like that start showing up. Maybe I can find one. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to start working on this here and see if I can get this taken care of. Hey, Dad. What are you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. Car moved.
Huh?
The car moved.
Car moved?
Yeah, the car moved. Didn't you notice? This one is not going as well. This side is not going as well. I don't know. I have to. You can just tell it's not. It's got a lot of contamination in it.
Yeah. Hard to do anything with it too.
Yep. This just is not
Yeah.
welding it good enough. Using the drill bit just enough to scuff up the rust decapulator so that I can weld my spot welds and still have the rest of the rust decapulator protecting the metal. Okay, so here we go. This is what I got after I TIG welded this, and then I smoothed this all out. And this is what we ended up with here, and that'll save me so I don't have to put in this leading, which is an art form in itself. Dad's back here. He's lock sanding on the quarter panel. So here, if you look, you can see where you're getting some high spots, and it's just kind of bringing everything out. And we'll have to shoot this with primer again. For now, I'm going to get some fiberglass, and I'm going to fix this here with some fiberglass, and start to smooth this out. Okay, so here's these corners. After I welded them pieces in, this is some fiberglass I put on there, starting to finish that out. I'll come back here with some filler and just keep working it. There's this quarter panel. This is now the second shot of build primer on it. We'll probably block it one more time, and then this is going to have to be fixed right here. A piece here. This is from the factory seams, and I'm not going to put a vinyl top back on this car. Obviously, this car had a vinyl top on it at one time, but I'm not going to put a vinyl top back on it. I'm going to paint the roof black. Here is the back piece that I welded all this up here. This has just got some plastic filler on it right now. Haven't even started to sand that at all. And then here, I ended up getting this all welded in, and I need to bring some filler this way to start smoothing all this out here. And then we start working on this quarter panel. And the doors and the fenders are done. So it's getting closer and closer all the time. Here is the back pieces for it. This is a little high right here. And these are somewhat adjustable, but not very. So we'll probably have to take and build this out just a little bit to match that corner. I got some more rust areas that I'm working on fixing now, that just small areas that need to get addressed. But okay, I have a little bit of plastic filler. This is how I do it. I don't know what is the correct way, but I always I always kind of go across it with one strip the longest way, and then I'll stir that in. My plastic filler, I always put resin in with it to make it thinner, so that it doesn't have all the doesn't get all the air bubbles in it. As you can see, you're still going to get some air bubbles in this. And what I want to do is I want to kind of start way out here. Just kind of work myself in and make this as thin as I can to bring this around. I don't want it very thick. We come over here to the other side. Make sure there's not that much dust on there. Everything starts to get dusty when you get to this point. some people would say you don't need to put filler all the way out there, and that's fine. I probably don't. But what I don't use, I will end up sanding completely off anyway. But this will help me bring this in and make this straight. Try to work all these little bubbles out. I don't like that at all. Now we'll let that set up. And I always take, and at the end of it, I take whatever I have left off and I try to scrape as much of it onto here as I can. And then I'll let this dry. Then all I got to do is bend it and it'll crack and come off. Get rid of this while we're here. Okay, this is after fiberglassed it and then put a little bit of plastic on it. This will need to be obviously we'll have to shoot some primer on it and then block sand it yet, but I'm kind of happy with the way that turned out. Looks pretty good. And it got rid of that lead. So that's going to wrap this video up. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to give me a like if you did, and share and comment and all that good stuff. And hope you all have a great day.